Hey
There you
y'all,
go.
it's me Fancy, and I am in the building on every fancy thing, artist interviews, and more. And today I have with me one third of Few Good Men, and this is Big
Right.
Willie.
What's up,
Yeah,
man?
okay.
All right. All right.
And so we are here tonight to talk a little bit about this drop, this EP. Always talk to me
Um,
about always. What's the overall feel of it?
um,
How many tracks does it have? Tell me a little bit about the tracks, the layout of the tracks or the alignment.
man, it's a couple. All the tracks on there are straight fire, man. From number one to the last track. Like I say, it's a variety of different tracks. Not one song sound like the next song is different. Feel good music, music that can make you mad, music make you want to get upset. You know what I'm saying? Is and music that touch the world like Cold World. That's a banging track too, man. Y'all go
Yeah.
get this EP. It dropped today on Big Bro birthday. Happy G Day, Big Bro. Ice Water Slaughter. Shouts out to J Barlow too, man. FGM in the building.
All day, already, like we say
Yeah,
in Houston.
for sure.
So look, so talk to me. So talk to me about nice things, because that you're ever present on nice things. Like
Mm.
your presence is very heavy on that track, and the beat for that. Um, when I heard the initial drop, it sounded a little bit like a piece of it was from Big Hawk. You already know. Am I right?
Oh, snap. No, matter of fact, Barlow, of course, made the beat.
Uh huh.
And I was riding around when I came up with the hook for it. And
Whoa.
yeah, I was riding around. And I
It
called him
has
as soon
that
as I
feel
came
when
up
it
with it.
drops. It has that feel on it. So, how long did it take you to write that? To write your lyrics for that song?
Man, matter of fact, Big Sis, I wrote the lyrics in probably like 15, 20 minutes. I wrote my verse because I
Wow.
came from the heart with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I came from the heart,
Yeah.
and it's from real life experience. You know, stuff
Yeah.
I've been through. People that tried to cross me over, do me dirty, but it's all good though, man.
And every
It's all
day,
good.
and every day we see situations like that. Every day we see things happen like that. You know what I mean? And a real, would you consider yourself either, okay, so if you have to pick between being a lyricist or a storyteller, what would you choose? What would you say you are?
Man, I'm more of being a storyteller.
All right. So
You know what I'm saying? As long
describe
as
to
I
me,
can touch the people,
yeah,
that's what I want to
exactly.
do.
Through the experiences that you had, right? Because we have this argument quite a bit, around the circles that I'm in, as far as who's a storyteller and who's a lyricist. And people talk to me, and
Right,
I'm like, Biggie is a storyteller. Biggie was a storyteller.
right.
Pac was a lyricist,
Hmm.
right? So I look at it like that. So if I'm looking at it like from that point, who would be your Biggie today, and who would be your Pop of this generation, as far as not on the caliber of them specifically, but who would be the lyricist and who would be the storyteller of today, of your on your list?
That's a good question. Ooh, uh,
Coming with them.
matter of fact, man, I've been well. I'm gonna say Nipsey Hussle, and I'm not just gonna say that because you know of the situation what happened to him. I've been jamming Nip since '07, '08. Before a lot of people, you know, they jumped on the bandwagon. But I watched his growth and the matureness of it, and the stuff he was rapping about was real life situations. You know, he was teaching, you know, through his music. I mean, don't get it wrong, he was rapping the sex, you know, 60s, rolling
Yeah.
60s, but his music hit home, you know what I'm saying? Real life situations. There's like and like Rick Ross too, you know, he teaching wealth. You know how it's the difference between being rich and wealthy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Buying back the block,
Longevity.
buying back businesses. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Yeah.
God, it's a few of them. You know, I definitely listen to. I got a small little list of rappers I listen to because ain't too many coming with the real stuff no more. Everybody sounding the same.
Yeah. Pretty much, there's not a lot of originality. And speaking of that, if you want to comment on the other two, in case for the people that are not really all the way familiar with You Good Men, talk to me about your other two teammates. So your other two are there. You have obviously Ice Water Slaughter. I'll let you talk a little bit about him. He is definitely an OG and a legend, especially in H-Town as well. And then talk to me about Jay Barlow. So go ahead and talk to me about them too. Talk to me about their styles, and talk to me about how y'all linked up and how y'all decided to put this together. I call y'all a triple threat.
I appreciate it. Man, I grew up on Ice Water Slaughter, Trinity Garden Cartel. Man, I get my music side from my daddy.
Okay.
You know, I was little and I was riding in the car and he was jamming Big Mike, Trinity Garden Cartel. I didn't know who they was at the time, but as I got older, you know, I'm like, man, that's what he was jamming. But I never he used to jam Spice One. I never thought in a million years I'd be working with these dudes. It's a blessing,
right,
man.
the legend. Yes, we're gonna talk about that in a minute, because that actual meeting, it was the dopest thing. It was one of the dopest experiences for me to see that happen, to see that play out. You know, and to be actually responsible for, you know, that whole thing. But we'll talk about that in just a minute. But because I still get butterflies, you know, about it. You know, when you're working with a legend, you know, you cannot help but to get butterflies because their artistry. You know, if you love music, you definitely fall in love with, you know, the artistry, and that's what you really love is the sound and you know, their ways. So talk to me about Jay Barlow. Talk to me about Jay Barlow, about how you hooked up with him and his style a little bit. Talk to me about his style.
Barlow is he reminds me of who can I say? Like a man, I just want an OG in the game, of course, man. You know, he's been doing it for a long time. A lot of people don't know. I didn't know, you know, he was, you know, producing back in the Gap when I was still little. He taught me a lot, man. Both of them, you know, they steer me in the right direction. Barlow, he like a CEO / road manager. You know, he'll call you, hey, we need to be here at 8 o'clock sharp. Hey, be Willie Beat. I'm like, cool, this is my road manager, man.
He's smart too. But smart as the whip.
Yeah, hey, sharp, be there a little early if you can, Big Willie. All right, I'm not big bro. But definitely taught me a lot, man. I respect their ambition, man. When I met Barlow, he wasn't doing music at the time. This is like a year or two ago. But he kept his word with me. He said, man, let me get everything situated and I'm going to start back recording. And he hit me up out of nowhere. He said, I'm ready. I'm like, what? He kept his word, man. And I respect that, man.
Yeah.
And we made history. We here now.
Yeah, and he's a professional in there too. He is a professional in that studio. You know, I can just tell you, you know, and like I say, I'm gonna touch on that in just a minute. That whole Spice One, we're gonna touch on the whole Spice One in just a minute, because that's a whole chapter. I think that's a whole Vegas, well, Bay Area, of course, but now these days, Vegas, you know, to Houston chapter that we got to definitely discuss. That's a whole link right there. It's something real. It's a very special dynamic, and I see a lot of things, good things coming out of that. The chemistry is awesome, especially on Bad News. So before I get into that, though, talk to me about how you all decided to collaborate and become Few Good Men. Who picked that?
The FGM movement. We can credit that to I want to say Slaughter. Ice Water Slaughter, and when we all just linked up, man, he's like, man, just he respect, you know what I'm saying? We talk every day behind the scenes, you know, like it's a blessing that we all linked up, man. It's God's work, man. Like man, he said, y'all just, you know, dropped out the sky, man, and we all feel the same about each other. They're my bros, you know, and like, man, we just making history, man. Once we linked up, we did one song together.
Yeah.
And the rest is history, man. We got to do an album, man. We sound too good together.
Right. So let's fast forward to Clutch City, which, you know, you guys worked on that. We promoted the hell out of that one, right? All over everything that we could possibly promote. We promoted it. Got to the location for the video shoot. Turned out to be really, really cold out there and rainy and whatnot, but we did it. But you know, y'all handled up. an awesome video. Talk to me
Appreciate
about
that.
the feel of it. Did it feel good to you? Did it feel original? Was it in your mind? Did it pan out to be what you in your mind had imagined it would be for the video shoot?
Man, actually, man, I didn't think it was gonna jump off like it did. And once we
Yeah,
finished the project and dropped it, man, the fans they showing love. And
for
not only
real.
we getting love in Clutch City, man, California showing love, East Coast showing love, like wow, man, y'all, it's love. The streams and the views on the video is crazy, man, crazy, super
So what's
crazy.
the latest that you're looking at? What's your latest numbers that you looked at? Because the last time that I looked at it, it was way up.
Oh, we in the six on the streams or the views on the video.
The views on the video.
I think it's at 40 some K. We about I think
Hmm.
about to hit 50K. If I want
Yeah,
to say
that's
that.
what I saw it at. And the streams were way up. So talk to me about the streams on all the platforms. Just talk to me about the streams on YouTube.
Oh man, we doing numbers like crazy. Every time we go up, Bolo hit us text like, man, check it out. And I'm like, man,
Yeah.
we doing numbers, man. When y'all be seeing my post and I say we doing numbers, FGM doing numbers, man.
Yeah. And there's a few good men. There's a few good men on you guys have created a few good men page on Instagram. Is also one on Facebook still?
I think I'm
Or
not
is
sure. I don't think not on Facebook for sure. Instagram for sure. Yeah, we
Okay.
got a Narrow Path Dead Game. That's on Facebook too. The label.
Yeah.
But
I'm going
for
to
sure
that.
on
Right.
Instagram, yeah.
So then talk to me a little bit, talk to me about so we talked about Clutch City, and you said you talked a little bit about, so talk to me about Always, because there's also a video out for Always as well. Talk to me about the premise behind Always. What was the frame of mind behind Always? Because obviously, tell them what Always is about.
Man, Always is it's like, man, debating with yourself, should I go turn back to my old ways and stuff I used to do? Or you may be working at that 9 to 5 and making crumbs, but you may be telling yourself, man, I was making much money doing, whatever you was doing in the streets or whatever. Or whatever it may pertain to. But it just always, think about going back to your old ways, Like if you watch the video, you'll see us, the whole meaning of, we want to do this rap stuff, but we still working at a mechanic shop, man. We telling ourselves we tired of this, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to go back to the old ways, leave this mechanic shop. This ain't what's up. We want to
That's
get
right.
some real money. Shouts out to Football Boy, man. Lola came through, show love. He in the video too, man.
That's right. Another one that's collabing. Yep. On a lot.
Sure.
Okay. Pretty dope. I saw that video and I was like, yeah, this is very authentic. It looks like Houston. It feels like Houston, but
Yeah.
it has a worldwide appeal. And what I mean by that is because everybody can identify with that. You know what I mean? We can all identify with the easy road. You know what I'm saying? It would always be easier for us to take that road than deal with the struggles that come at us on a daily. Because even I would say that in my pursuit of my creative nature, in my pursuit of my creative things, it is sometimes a struggle, you know what I'm saying, to make the ends meet, you know what I'm saying, and stay in this creative lane, when I could, easily put down this pain to the side and say, well, that's a project, I can get back to that later, and then go sit behind somebody's office, you know what I'm saying, 24/7, or go hit the club or bar scene and bartend, you know what I mean? Those are, it would be fast, quick money either way, or every 2 weeks some money, but at the same time, definitely might not, be, it definitely wouldn't be fancy being true to myself doing the thing. So I can kind of identify with it from that point. And I think that a lot of your corner boys, D-boys, people that are reformed, you know what I'm saying, people that have left those always behind, can absolutely identify with this song. So definitely Always. Talk to me about No Mercy.
Ooh, and No Mercy. I can't, of course, that's me on the hook, man. Shouts out to IPD Green, man. I came up with that hook, man. just sitting around. When Barlow send me the beats, I get on the instant, man, and it hits me.
Yeah.
And it's in the hook, No Mercy. We make it hard for you. You know, I don't know if I can cuss, but we make it hard for you boys to breathe, man.
You can cuss.
It just.
This is a real interview. You could cuss. This ain't
it
no radio edit.
Make it hard for you niggas to breathe. That's you know what I'm saying. We full throttle with this, and we like Big Bro said, man. We stepping on toes, and we ain't saying excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So we full mashing with it. All gas, no brakes.
That's right. And talk to me then about Houston.
Oh, some repping the city.
S.O.N. Houston.
Oh, the acronym. You know, we broke it down on the acronyms. Shouts out to Big Bro Slaughter on the hook. And it just repping for the city. You know, we all from Trinity Garden, but we just putting on for the city, man. Trying to put Houston back where it is, man.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about. So, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Pushing for Time. What's up with Pushing for Time?
Oh man, that's my idea. I came up with that hook. Pushing for Time is I came up with that because I don't like wasting time. You know, I'm a person that hey, let's do this and do this. We ain't got time to waste. I'm straightforward. Like if I go in the store, I know what I want. I'm getting what I'm getting, and I'm get out. So we pushing for time. You know, it's a time limit. I just don't like wasting time. You know what I'm saying? Especially with this music stuff. I kind of feel like Pop when he was in the studio. Man, I'm pushing for time. I gotta hurry up and get this out. Let's do this. Okay, on to the next one. I don't like spending, sitting too much long on doing something. I can do what I got to do. Okay, then that's done. Let me go move on to the next project.
That's right. And then we're going to go into Cold World, which you had mentioned earlier, Cold World. Talk to me about Cold World, because I feel like a lot of people can really identify with that as well. They can really feel it. Tell me what touches you the most about that one.
It's home. It hits home. If you listen, especially the J Barlow verse, man. Yes. You know, the little kids that lost their life to gun violence and innocent kids, man, getting killed. And that situation hits home, especially now we got this coronavirus going around, man. It's crazy, man. People passing on from this. Yeah. And like this is super crazy. Like you never thought this would happen. You know, this is stuff you see in the movies, man. And now it's really real. You know, that's the type of
It feels like we're like in apocalypse or something. You feel like you're gonna go outside and you're not gonna see anything. You know, it feels crazy, right? Like I feel like we're in a movie.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
You're gonna be one person left. Like Smith movie or Day After Tomorrow, 2012 or something. I feel like I don't know what's gonna happen next, but yeah, definitely. So so then we're gonna go ahead and go on to Bad News. Now we all know about Bad News because it's a banger for real. We got that bomb feature by Spice One. But before we talk too much about it, I want to talk about the time that you came up to do the interview with me at Street 100 The Heat, which is where I have the fancy radio show. Plugging for that on Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard. Make sure y'all download the app and listen to it. You were there with that, but whenever you let me know that when Barlow let me know that you were there, and so I went ahead and sent somebody down to the door to let you in. Who was at the door to let you in?
Yeah, creeping down the stairs, man, caught me off guard. It was the OG Spice One coming to open the door to the building for me. I said, "What, man?" I tripped out. I said, I had to look twice. I know that ain't Spice One coming down the stairs. Man, Lord behold me, this Spice One. I said, "Oh man, what's up, man?" And we just clicked from there.
From that moment on, he was looking like baby bro. And then talk to me about the energy that the vibe and the energy in the room whenever, you know, we were in there interviewing. I was playing Clutch City. Spice was in the room. I interviewed him. He came a couple of times to the Street 100 The Heat show. You know, and he was just there vibing with me. The second time, it was actually a real big surprise. I didn't let anybody know that he was there. But the time that you were there was his first time. And so he just really, he if you want to tell people about him, what would you say about him being in the same room with him? What would you say about him that kind of took you off guard?
Man, I want to say definitely Spice One is a real one, a real OG in the game. And I can see why him and Tupac got along so good, man. He don't bite his tongue. He gonna be straight up with you, for real. That's definitely OG to be around, man. Ain't gonna mislead or nothing. Giving me free game, for real. Felt like I've been knowing him since for years. You know, straight up for a dude. Cool, laid back, humble, not stuck up or nothing like that. A rock
down to earth, talk to anybody. Speaking of which, we were talking about Barlow, we were talking about you, we were talking about everybody and all the different things, you know, that you say. You know, Barlow got his hands in pretty much everything, you know what I'm saying? Just like Slaughter. Slaughter's into doing, you know, the soundtracks and plays and all kind of stuff, you know. But Barlow's into doing super production. You know, Spice has been at Barlow's studio several times. As a matter of fact, I remember you know, hitting Slaughter up and saying, hey, come over here. Spice is here in the studio, right? He was like, I'm on my way. Hey, you know, hey, Spice just hopped on and did the feature. I mean, it wasn't like you know, it was an easy thing. I remember the moment that Barlow. I was talking about this earlier today on my live. I remember the moment that Barlow sent over, you know, the instrumental. He sent over with the verse or whatever, but he sent over the instrumental. Spice and I were sitting there listening to it.
Right.
Yeah, we were listening to it. We listened to it. He was like, hey, play that back. Just like that. This is exactly verbatim. I say, okay. Let's do it again. He's doing his head bobbing. He's feeling it. His eyebrows going up. He's vibing. Then he said, run it back again. One more time. Yeah, I'm fucking with that. So at that moment, I already knew that I knew with all certainty that he was going to hop on that track. I already knew it was going down. But, you know, that's not something that I could, that's not something, you know, that's something that I could facilitate, you know what I mean? As partial assistant to him is something I can facilitate. And also looking out for my bros too, you know, and looking out for my team, you know what I mean? Hey, you know, we are family for sure. You know, and, he did a little miniature interview with me about working with Barlow. We put it on, and basically he said, hey, I said, what you got to say to them haters? He was like, fuck them. Stay in y'all lane. We're going to stay in our lane. You can catch that on any one of our pages. You can actually go and see that interview also. It's a very brief, little quick interview on IGTV. And also it's on Barlow's and everybody's. But working with him, you know, on this bad news thing. So, you know, on bad news, wow. So what was the actual first reaction when you found out? How did you find out that he had hopped on the track? And what was your initial thought? What was your initial reaction? How did you find out and what did you think?
Man, I got a phone call from Barlow.
Okay.
And he's like, man, guess what? I said, what? I said, what's up, big bro? Man, guess what? I'm thinking he finna tell me something bad because, you know, usually Barlow, though, you know, he mostly serious all the time.
Yeah.
He said, man, check your email, and call me right back. So I checked my email, man, when I was down. I said, man, I almost dropped my phone. I hit him right back. I say, what? He say, man, yeah. I said, it's on now. It's on. It's on now.
How have you experienced? Okay, so you know, especially what I made, you know, what I brought up, I brought it straight. I straight right there. I was gutter with it. I said, what about the haters? So you heard what Spice said. So you heard what, you know, how Barlow was like already. So how has having the legend Spice One hop on that track? How has it been having him around, assisting with production of his Houston installment of the 92 Octane video shoot that we did in Houston about a month ago? How has that exposure and that connection with him affected the hate via the rap community in Houston or on social media, period? What have you seen happen?
It's like just like you say, fuck them, fuck the haters, man. Because we one monkey don't stop no show. We gonna keep rolling with or without you.
Put it in their face because hey, we working out here. I don't know what y'all are doing. Y'all might be playing, but we're working, and it shows that we're working. Clearly, we're working.
Man, like my grandma used to say when I was little, what you eat don't make me shit. So hey, we gonna keep moving.
We're gonna keep on doing great things. So I was gonna say let me see. I was gonna say let me see if we can if you want to, do you want what? Okay, so if you get to pick what song, I'm gonna play a snip for our video, for our interview. What song are you picking? Anything you pick whatever you want. Don't pick what somebody else would pick. Pick what you want because you know you're here 1/3 of FGM, and I definitely want to. I want to take your pick, whatever that might be. Your pick.
Man, the whole album banging. So
of course,
man, we're gonna drop this one with Spice One, Fruits and Spice One, man. Even though Club City, man, that's a smash hit. Y'all go check the whole album out, but man, y'all gotta check out this Spice One, man.
Okay, I'm gonna go on and play just a little snippet of it right quick, and let's see what y'all think about. This is Bad News featuring Spice One, the legend. Let's see how y'all vibe with this one because I've been playing it. I got you know I had it and I got permission to do it. And today, of course, EP dropped, so nobody could stop me if they wanted to. It just wasn't gonna happen. Good sound. Good sound.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. So let me get an honest reaction. It knocks, right?
Oh yeah.
Not here on the West Coast and Midwest, they call it slaps. They say it slaps, and we say it knocks. Hey.
Ride on a nigga with no hesitation.
Scoot up on a
nigga with no conversation.
Bad news gonna get you home. Hey.
With no hesitation. Scoot up on a nigga with no conversation. Bad news gonna get you home.
Yes, sir. I hear you niggas out here talking about FGO family ties. I told her OG I for slaughter a lot of these niggas I telling lies. Really, my nigga, I can see it in their eyes, huh? Recognize the real. These haters come in different shapes and sizes. Ain't no riding in my lane. Nigga ain't worrying about these hoe ass niggas. FGM is all we got. It's all a real nigga need. Just a little bit. Yeah, nigga, you know we all in. To my niggas that keeping it 1,000, man, I fuck switch. Know what I go away from all these niggas in these fuck niggas. FGM, Club City when the gunga going dumb, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga. I'ma keep it on your mind. Keep it on your mind. Keep it on your mind. Keep it on your mind.
Ride on a nigga with no hesitation. Scoot up on a nigga with no conversation. Bad news gonna get you home. And hating on them niggas. That's FGM too, man.
Yeah.
Nigga with no hesitation. Scoot up on a nigga with no conversation.
Let him hate, man.
Hey. City in the city where these niggas don't. Either these niggas gon' hate or a nigga won't. We break them bitches down, make them fly several ways. Be there when they try, when you bust them down several ways. I walk the green mile, felt like I was 22. Know I did some ugly things. What was I supposed to do? Baby, about to turn to food stamps, need more. So I hit the front door, thoughts of being poor no more. Before I see my kids start, this ain't about no race. I'm loaded up, I'm strapped up, and I'm running inside that nearest bank. Have nuts, have money, y'all know the code. FGM, man, small, we broke the code. Ride on a nigga with no hesitation. Scoot up on a nigga with no conversation.
Bad news gonna get you home. Hey. Okay, I'm expecting you to do your part. Let me hear it. You're okay?
It's gonna get you home. Down in bright daylight. FGM got the same artillery the government got. around and shoot and hit and switch teams and stop. Started digging like those supports and push some sticks to the beat. You gotta give these niggas an Oscar, man. These niggas can act. I'm the headshot huncho, so nigga fix your bitch.
Got an issue, little nigga, to get it off this shit. Man, these niggas hoes can't even keep in your eyes. Rap song, you
bitch niggas telling lies. And when we run our own shit, we don't like it, little nigga. You can leave a dick.
never rapped in day.
Yeah.
Nigga with no hesitation. Scoot up on a nigga with no conversation. Bad news gon' get you home.
Hey.
Nigga only make us strong. Ride on a nigga with no hesitation.
Hey.
Scoot up on a nigga with no conversation.
Uh-oh. You know what that sound is, huh?
Food on the table. Ghetto motherfuckers pay on the week, pay on the way. Infrared, they be playing that hot and go see. And you can't imagine how many motherfuckers catch the slugs on a daily. And how many mamas be out on the block screaming out who the fuck shot my baby. Ay, young nigga out here drowning with the heart of a dragon. Pistol in his pocket, smoking with his pants sagging. He don't give a fuck about a nigga strapped up, nigga shit he strapped to. No matter if you act tough, nigga act up, then we act you. Up and down to tattoos, niggas nutty in some cashews. Real niggas coming at you, we'll look at your bitch niggas at you.
Hey.
Hey. That's a banger, man. That's a straight banger.
And that was about 20 minutes. I promise you. He was just there vibing to it, nodding his head. He was like, hey, all right, I'm ready. Let me get up there. Barlow and him work so well together. No lie. They work well together. Yeah. He'll hop in that studio with him any moment, and they go from there and get whatever he needs to get done. He said he loves working with him because, you know, he just has to ask him one time, not tell him, but ask him one time what to do, how to do it. He's listening, he's ready, he's professional. It's all good. So what was so speaking of that, the first time that you hopped into the studio with Barlow, what was the feeling that you had?
Man, it brought me back because I had stopped recording for a minute too. And I got some old tracks out on YouTube called Big Willie Bending Corners, Big Willie Gangster.
Yeah.
And he had hit me up. He said, man, I because he didn't know, you know, the tracks I had out. Matter of fact, we may end up redoing them, so y'all be on the lookout for them too. Just a little sneak preview, man.
That's what's up. Definitely.
I love you working with Barlow, man. It's a very comfortable feeling, man. He gonna give you. Yeah, very comfortable. He not like being in the studio with most producers, man. He just make you feel comfortable at home. Take your time, you know what I'm saying? So no rushing or nothing like that.
If he fools with you, he fools with you. And he will hook you up. It's like I met Mike B, you know, probably about a year and a half before or whatever. We were following each other on Instagram. But I was telling Barlow that I needed some help with, you know, getting a beat or whatever for my show, the fancy show, right? And I couldn't, you know, any other time I could run down anything. Anybody, you know, artists send me stuff for years. Artists have been sending me stuff, or labels have been sending me their artist stuff, you know, to go through and listen or whatever and pull out, you know, the best artist or whatever, you know, critique or whatever. So, you know, but it was like, I couldn't even pay if I wanted to. Nobody was sending me nothing that was worthy of anything. Nobody was even sending it. It was like, it was the last thing. So I told Barlow, I told my struggle. I told him, he goes, I'm gonna call you right back. He hung up and he called me back in 10 minutes. He goes, okay, check your email. And he got on the phone with Mike B. And I had, you know, like 4 or 5 to choose from within 15 minutes. I have, you know, and since that moment, you know, once I got that beat, you know, Mike hit me up and he was like, hey, when do you want to, you know, schedule? No, actually, Barlow scheduled my session just that fast. He sent it to me in about 8 to 9 minutes. I actually had it recorded. You know what I'm saying? You know, on my iPhone, I shot it to Barlow. He was like, okay, you're ready. So he called over to Mike, and he already scheduled my session. He was like, "Hey," he's like, "I'm gonna put it to you like this. I scheduled your session." He's like, "I could take care of it. You need to, whatever." I mean, just that fast. So it was all about expressing the need, but that lets you know, like, the family bond, that we have, and it's an amazing thing. I've known Barlow, shoot, since we were very young. You know what I'm saying? He's younger than me, and I've known him since then. And we just actually came to find out that he's the first cousin to my little sister, within the last couple of months, and which was an amazing thing. So we related this whole time, and didn't even know we really call each other what we call each other. We family. But so speaking to his production and speaking to his work ethic, I think you're absolutely right. I think that the dynamics of all three of you make an awesome team, and I'm knowing that, we're going to continue to promote this, put together some shows, you know what I'm saying? I'm knowing that also that, that we have a real good chemistry with Spice and you guys. So I'm looking forward to the video for that, whether we're able to shoot it together or not due to Corona. I'm working on getting it shot out here in Vegas if we have to. If not, I hope that we can get it all together when Corona, chills a little bit. Corona gonna chill, Corona. We want to be together. But I'm working so hard for it. So I'm very proud of y'all. I'm super dope excited to be interviewing you as 1/3 of Few Good Men. I'm thanking you for your time, and I'm loving the support that y'all always give me as well, for everything that I do. And, definitely I'm going to continue to plug it. I'm going to continue to make my videos. I am hilarious. Don't ever take me seriously. Catch me on Instagram. Y'all catch me on Instagram at Hey Miss Hayes with 6Ys_MS_Hayes. And it says fancy when you pop on, and you will see me there, and you will see my videos. I did a video for everybody's part today in the Vegas heat. And also, I did a video.
Check out her Instagram. She not lying, y'all.
Wilding. And on Facebook. I got y'all. So go ahead and share your social media handles also for people that are not already following you, so they can do that. And then, of course, once you go on there, you can see Few Good Men 2020 on Instagram. Jay Barlow, I think it's Jay Barlow _77 on Instagram. And I got a starter on Instagram. Y'all can't miss them. So share yours. And then I'm gonna post the links later. I'm gonna post the social media handles also under the description of the video. So go ahead and share yours.
Oh man, on Facebook y'all can check me out, Big Willie Stedman Jr. on Facebook, and on IG y'all can check me out there _official Big Willie on Instagram. And y'all go follow your boy. Definitely stay tuned, man. Definitely for to be coming with some more heat. We not stopping, y'all. Definitely not.
Nope. And I'm one to testify to it. Like I always say, you cannot deny real music. You can't hide it. Y'all got to go check out that Clutch City. Like he said, he gave you, Carlos on the beat, Mike B also on the hook, Billy Cook on the hook. You have everybody out there at the video. Go check out the video. Go check out the song. Continue to stream. Continue to support Clutch City, getting love all over the United States and in other countries as well. On the Street 100, I know that we have more than 34 countries, that tune in. I play it all the time. And now, with my radio edits, I can play all that on the Fancy Show. So we got this. So y'all always got my love and support. But again, I appreciate you coming on today and talking to me as 1/3.
Y'all tune into the Fancy Show as well, man. Y'all tune into Big C's, man. For real.
Okay. So anything else that you want to say or give a shout out to anybody before we cut out?
Once again, happy G-Day to Big Bro Icewater Slaughter. Shout out to Big Bro, Jay Barlow, man, LGM in the building. Y'all go get this album. Just dropped today. Go download it. It's on all download platforms. Don't sleep on us, or you gonna get a rude awakening.
Yes, always released today. 8 fire tracks on it. Hey, I wouldn't lie to you. I don't support no crap. We ain't about to do it. So listen to what I say when I say it will be worth it. You will have a wonderful listening experience.
I'm ready for sure.
All right.
Man. Appreciate the love, all the fans, man. Everybody supporting us, man. We really do appreciate it, man. God got us, man. For real.
And okay, so talk to me about, just before I let you go, talk to me about your wish list of future features. Who would you like to have?
Outside of the team, who I would like to work with?
Yes.
Man.
You already got Spice One. So talk to me about somebody else that Fancy might be able to coordinate.
Man, I would definitely love some more West Coast artists, man. You know, I'm
Okay.
a big fan of the Death Row movement, man. You know what I'm saying? So definitely some Daz, Corrupt, man. That's
Ah,
the time I still listen to 9596, man. So you know, man, E40, MC8, oh man, just man, Richie Rich. Come
okay.
on, y'all. I mean, I'm a
All
young
right.
dude, but I'm an old head, man. So
I
couple
think
East Coast artists
that
too,
might be
man. But
highly attainable. I think it might be highly attainable.
yeah,
And I can foresee some other projects in the future. But yeah, awesome. All right. Well, I just want to thank you again for coming on and taking your time away from your evening to discuss with me, the
it's
release
okay.
of Hey,
Hey,
always.
you know now. For
Go get it,
sure.
y'all. All
It's all
right.
one love, y'all. Appreciate
Hey,
you.
yep. Y'all keep it locked right here. I'll be back every fancy thing with artist interviews and more. Y'all be watching out on all the social media platforms, and we're there. Go download and listen to everything. Go watch the videos on YouTube, and we'll catch y'all later.
Already 100.
All right now. Bye.
All right.
Peace out.